Pumps. Pumps, pumps, pumps. Pumps. Ah, vacuum pumps.
In a complex mechanical world where efficiency is the goal and friction the major obstacle, simplicity has become the key word. To find a product which has so few moving parts as to almost eliminate maintenance, which is so efficient that the fastest return on investment can be consistently guaranteed, and which provides the highest level of service year in, year out, is an ideal. Nash has been manufacturing just such products for over 80 years. The Nash liquid ring vacuum pump is an engineering ideal. It needs only one moving part.
But how can it create a vacuum with only one moving part?
Because the functions of mechanical pistons or valves are performed by a rotating liquid ring of compressant, usually water.
That I don't understand.
It's quite simple. The water is in a round metal casing together with a rotor. As soon as the rotor spins fast enough to move the water smoothly, centrifugal force hurls it out against the inside of the casing and holds it there. So the water forms a cylinder inside the casing. In reality, the whole rotor is cast as one piece. But the important thing about this rotor is that it's fully shrouded at each end and has a central web. The space between any pair of blades forms a chamber, closed at the sides but open at the top and bottom.
This is all straightforward, but how does this create a vacuum?
The rotor is mounted eccentrically within the pump casing. This eccentricity doesn't change the shape of the cylinder of water, but does in effect cause the blades to dip into the water and then pull out each time they rotate. Which means that the chamber formed by any pair of blades is nearly full of water at one point and nearly empty by the time it gets to an opposite point. Each chamber fills and empties every time it moves around. So the water acts like a piston in a cylinder, moving in and out, pulling the gas in, then pushing gas out. And it's a perfect piston in an ideal cylinder. The tolerance is perfect, it needs no lubricating, and there's practically no wear.
Now that is simple. But how can you take advantage of this water piston action to keep gas moving through the pump?
To each pump head is fixed a cone, which projects inside the rotor and incorporates two large ports, an inlet and an outlet. As the almost empty chambers pass over the inlet, the gas is drawn in to fill the void. As the rotor turns, the gas is trapped between the water and the face of the cone and compressed until it passes the outlet, through which it rushes.
So there's no need for valves.
The rotor chambers themselves perform the valve action by moving from one opening to the other.
Now that is clever.
Yes, and it's a feature unique to Nash. A static cone with very large ports allows a highly efficient gas flow, which enables the pump to accept and handle any process carryover, which would block smaller ports.
I can see this is very efficient. But what about maintenance?
The single moving part, the rotor, is suspended so that inside the pump it touches nothing but water. No metal-to-metal friction, no valves, minimum wear. The pump will last for years with little or no maintenance. And simplifying maintenance is yet another advantage of the cone in Nash's unique design.
Ah, but what about its operation in a really tough industrial environment, handling very dirty processes?
See for yourself. This demonstration clearly illustrates the pump's capability to handle even the worst process carryover. The demonstration pump has a transparent separator and piping so you can see just what's going on. This is a slug of liquid, the most common hazard in process industries, and this is a big slug. That could have destroyed some pumps. Process carryover like scum, cake and sludge. Just watch the gauge. The vacuum returns to normal instantly. There's no internal build-up as the seal water flushes it right through.
But my problem really is...
If you're still not fully convinced, just look at this mixture. Just about anything that could be found in any process. Foodstuffs, paper, chemicals, tobacco, plastics, fertilizer, petroleum. A pump which can handle this can probably handle the foreign matter in your process.
Ah, now I can clearly see the benefit.
Yes, and the large ports of the Nash design can offer many other advantages. The pump's natural condensing effect can be enhanced by spraying additional seal liquid into the inlet to decrease the volume of vapor to be handled. So you can use a smaller pump and increase efficiency, saving on horsepower. This would be impossible to achieve with competitors' pumps, as their small ports would simply choke with the extra seal liquid. Valuable vapors within the gas stream can be recovered to add to cost savings, and the benefits don't end there.
I see. But what about pumps to cover all the differing needs of my processes?
Nash vacuum pumps are available for both single and two-stage operation, as fully engineered packages, or incorporated into hybrid systems where Nash pumps and steam ejectors from Nash Kinema combine. Small pumps, large pumps, each proven in use across a broad spectrum of industries. Whatever the process, whatever the problem, Nash has the answer. Talk to Nash about vacuum efficiency. You'll find it's as simple as the pump's design, and the advice will be as sound as the principles on which they are based. Nash vacuum pumps. Simply efficient.
Now I understand.